In Germany by Bülent Bilgi, who's a former president of the Union of International Democrats. Mr. Bilgi, thank you for joining us here today on A News.
Hello and good day to Istanbul.
We've just been watching the disturbing report of the 34-year-old man that was beaten by police. What can you tell us about this incident?
Yes, first of all, I would like to condemn this horrible police violence, and I would like to send also my best wishes again to the young man and his family. Yes, when I saw the video or the pictures, I immediately, the pictures from the United States came in my mind, where we can see, unfortunately, many times in the United States, but currently we see such kind of things also more and more also in Europe and in Germany as well. Whereas in this special case, you see the relatives, the young man with the police, and the relatives of the young man, they are telling to the police that this man is a mentally ill person, but the police is going ahead, and we see these horrible pictures. Yes, these kind of police violence, as I said before, we see it in Germany nearly day by day. So many things or many issues like that we can't see every day in TV, but I would say we see it, as I said, day by day in Germany. Unfortunately, in the United States, the victims are colored people, and over here in Europe, and especially in Germany, we have migrants and Muslims, which are victims of such kind of police violence, unfortunately.
Now, this case has particularly hit the headlines because it's a disabled man, and I believe last month there was another situation with someone in Bavaria with Alzheimer's getting brutally arrested and critically injured by police in Germany. But as you say, there are many cases. I was seeing some statistics, over 12,000 attacks by police annually. Is it really as bad as that?
Absolutely, absolutely. As I said before, we can see such kind of things from time to time in the TV, but we have many such kind of things, unfortunately. As I said, especially the migrants and the Muslims are victims of such police violence. We as migrants, we demand from the German government many times before, in the past as well, that the police officers should be trained, should be better trained in physical, in mental training to handle such kind of situations. I think there are two problems. There are not all police officers are racist or they are xenophobic, but some of them they can't handle the situation, and that they should be trained better.
Do you think this is just institutional racism in the police, or is it a wider problem across society?
I think both. It's the case. It is an institutional problem, and also in the society. During the last 4 or 5 years, we have such kind of things day to day, and I think and I believe that it is institutional and also the social problem here.
Germany, we would expect to be more sensitive to situations like this after what happened in the middle of the last century. And I know that in some aspects there are laws in place to prevent racism. But so why is it that xenophobia and racism appear to be on the rise in Germany?
I think the main reason, one of the main reasons, is that many refugees came to Germany, and the German population can't also handle the situation. As you said before, in the last century, we have during the Second World War, we had the Nazi problem over here, and these problems are people who are going to school, they get this information from the history, and they are educated. But we also update the educational system in that area as well, that we need to train and educate the people in the school and also the police officers.
So what do you think needs to be done in Germany alongside the education? Obviously, it's a very entrenched problem and permeates politics, and across Europe we're seeing Islamophobia in particular rising. Is it a religious, is it simply Islamophobia, or is it being against the other, against migrants and foreigners?
Being another, it's enough, unfortunately, in Europe, also in Germany. So, as I said, there must be a robust strategy. There must be a robust strategy, midterm and long-term strategy to educate the people. This must begin in the school and also in institutional areas. So you must educate the people. They need to handle the situation. There must be a robust plan, and the robust plan, when you create a robust plan, when you want that this plan should be successful, you need the other side as well. What is the other side? The other side is the NGOs, which are representing the migrants and Muslims. You need to put them to a table to speak with them and analyze well analyzed. You need to put a plan, a strategy in place, and otherwise we will have and we will see such kind of horrible videos in the future more and more.
And of course, the stories of the successes of the immigrants in Germany need to be promoted. I imagine that Germany must be incredibly proud of its role in the development of the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine, with the Turkish couple, the immigrants into Germany behind that tremendous achievement.
Absolutely. This is the potential. This is the potential. The German society and the German politicians, they should use this potential. The people from Turkey, they came, their parents, grandparents came from Turkey around about 60 years before. Most of the Turkish people who have a Turkish origin, they are well integrated. I think the most of them are well integrated, and they give many things to the life. Also in Germany, you mentioned it. The scientists, they invented the vaccine. There are many people who are in sports really successful, and also in economics. So there are people, and they give many things to the German society. The core problem is, from my point of view, to educate the German society in terms of refugees. These refugees came from civil war areas, and they have a new situation over here in Germany. They need to be trained as well in a new area, in a new society. So both sides should be trained, and you can fill this project, this strategy, to speak with the guys, to speak with the right guys, to speak with the NGOs. Then you will be successful.
Of course, we can understand that this lack of understanding is the cause, but it's never an excuse, is it?
Yeah, you're right. It's never an excuse. It can't be an excuse. So we have a problem of racism. So you must see it. We must see it. We have a problem of racism. That's for sure. But also we have a problem of not well educated people as well.
Well, let's hope that with these stories coming out, that people begin to see what the problems are, because of course the first stage is to recognise that there is a problem, and then that the NGOs and others, along with the government and educators, can resolve it. Bülent Bilgi, thank you so much for joining me today here on A News. Thank you.
Thank you.